Hello friends, you are watching www.suvidya.com. Today we are going to start Transfer of Property Act. Transfer of Property Act basically dealing with the property. Okay, you must be well versed with the provisions of property in Family Law 2, which is dealing with the succession laws or inheritance law, and Sale of Goods Act. These laws are already dealing with the property, and why there is a need of Transfer of Property Act. This is the first question which may come in your mind first. Okay. Second thing, when we are talking about the Transfer of Property Act, what we are going to discuss in this entire law, why there are so many doctrines inserted in this act. Always remember, when we are talking about the family law, law of inheritance, succession laws, or Sale of Goods Act, all these acts are having different subject matter or different application of law. For example, in family law inheritance, if a person who is alive, after the death of that person, who is going to inherit his or her property? This is the subject matter of succession laws. A person is alive and he is willing to transfer his property. There are two options. He may transfer through Sale of Goods Act or through Transfer of Property Act. In Sale of Goods Act, where the subject matter is always movable property, goods or the movable property are always the subject matters of Sale of Goods Act. And the third act, which is dealing with the property, it is Transfer of Property Act. Before starting the concept, what is the transfer, what is the property, for the purpose of Transfer of Property Act 1882, remember, succession laws is applicable after the death of the owner of the property. Okay, for example, in case of a will is executed after the death of the person. In the same manner, after the death of the person who is going to inherit his or her property, and there are various personal laws dealing with those properties. In Hindus, there is a concept of Hindu joint family or Hindu undivided family. Again, it is dealing with the family only. But Transfer of Property Act, it is not a personal law. First thing, it is not dealing with the movable property completely or immovable property completely. Remember, there are few provisions which are dealing with which are applicable to both movable as well as immovable property. At the same time, there are few provisions applicable only to immovable property. So first thing, before starting the Transfer of Property Act, make it clear the concept of property under family law or under Sale of Goods, they are something different. Okay, Sale of Goods applicable to movable property, succession laws after the death of the person, they starts. Okay, now before starting what is transfer, what is property, we have to know what actually property is. At first, I am going to discuss the concept of property. Okay, when we are talking about the property, property is an object. It is something, it is substance, it is something which is having certain value. Okay, so when a property always is an object. For example, for the purpose of Transfer of Property Act, a house may be a subject matter, a plot, a building, a complex, a mall, a land. It may be the matter of subject matter of property. Okay, so all property is always something, always a thing, an object for the purpose of transfer of property. This object is always having certain rights, and for the purpose of law, these rights must be legal. I am not talking about the moral right, political right, or any other right. I am just talking about the legal rights, rights which are available in the law. Okay, if I am having a house, I am having a house, I have certain rights over the house. I can reside in that house, I can use that house, I can transfer my house to the another person, I can gift my house, I can mortgage, I can sell, I can exchange, I can do whatever I want with my house. Even if I am the owner, I can destroy my house as well. Okay, so these are the various rights. For example, use, right to transfer. So there are various rights attached with the object. Third thing which we are going to discuss, it is which embraces possession, an object with legal rights which embraces possession or value. Maybe a person is having the possession over the property? May not be, but that property is having certain value. Maybe my house is in my possession, but each and every time I am not having the possession of my property. Okay, in the same manner, that object is having right, that property is in the possession of the person, or that property is having certain value or certain wealth, which is having certain consideration. It means it has some value. Okay, so there may be a value, wealth, or it is having the strong connotation of individual or collective ownership. Okay, the property having an object which is having certain value, it is in the possession. A person may possess that property, a person may own that property, maybe individually or maybe collectively. Okay, I and my brother, we both may be the owner of a particular property. So remember, when there is a property, there is always an object along with the legal rights which is having certain value, and these values are having, maybe they are having a possession, the person is in the possession of the property, maybe individually or collectively with some or few or one other person. So it is all about the property. Second thing, now I am coming to the actual topic, what is transfer of property. Okay, before starting the meaning at the interpretation clause of transfer of property, I would like to discuss the scope of transfer of property act. What is the scope of the act? Okay, always remember the transfer of property act is based on the act of parties. This act of parties. This act is different from this act. This is the law, Transfer of Property Act 1882. Here I am talking about the desire, the will of the parties, what they are willing to do. This act is completely based on the act of the parties. It means there are two parties. One party, suppose I am willing to transfer my house by way of sale. I am willing to sell my house. So it means it is completely based on my desire. I am the owner of my property and I am willing to transfer my house. This is always based on the act of parties. It means it is not based on the decree or order of the court. It is not based on the auction of a person. If he becomes insolvent, so law of insolvency, decree or order of a civil court, if through these modes there is a transfer of property, it is not the subject matter of TP Act. If a person is willing to transfer his or her property to another person, this is only the subject matter of Transfer of Property Act. This is the first thing. So, no by operation of law, it is always by act of parties. The parties are willing to transfer their house. So, here transfer, the word transfer is based on the desire of one party. Second thing, the transfer here is completely based on the inter vivos transaction. Inter vivos means between two living parties. The transferor is alive, transferee is alive, both are entering into a transaction while they are alive. After the death of a person, if there is a transfer, it may be a will, it may be a succession. This is the major difference between the other law dealing with the property and the Transfer of Property Act. In Transfer of Property, if I am willing to sell out my house, it would be governed by the Transfer of Property Act. Okay, I am willing to mortgage my house, lease my house, exchange my house. Both the parties are alive at the time of the transaction. So remember, when we are talking about the transfer is always inter vivos. Both the parties are living at the time of the transfer. So remember, it is a inter vivos transaction. Third important thing about the property law, section 5 to 37 of the Act. These sections are dealing with movable property as well as immovable property. Okay, 5 to 37 equally applicable to movable and immovable property, and the other provisions are dealing with the immovable property only, except the concept of gift. Okay, then state government or central government, both the government may make rules for the purpose of TP Act. The power is in the hands of both the government. So remember, this is the scope of Act. So the most important thing, both the parties are alive at the time of the transaction, and it is completely based on the desire of the party. The entire Act basically dealing with the immovable property. But for the purpose of section 5 to 37, this Act dealing with all kind of property means both movable as well as immovable properties. In our next class, we will discuss the interpretation clause. If you have any doubt, you can consult me. My number is 7698211460. Thank you.